A few days after arriving in Prescott, our truck was still being repaired in New Mexico, so we decided to take full advantage of our rental car's awesome gas mileage and drive it over to Joshua Tree National Park and Death Valley National Park. So come with us as we drive 932 miles, visit 2 national parks in just under 36 hours. So we are now in California in our rental car that we picked up in Prescott, and we are on our way to Joshua Tree National Park. We will actually be there in just a few minutes.
We're in Joshua Tree National Park, and we haven't seen any Joshua trees yet. We've seen a bunch of piles of rocks and some plants and whatnot. It's really pretty, but no Joshua trees.
We entered through the south part of the park, kind of by Palm Springs. We're driving to the north entrance now, so we will keep you updated when we see our first Joshua tree.
Cholla cactuses. They are not Joshua trees.
They kind of look like miniature versions of them, so we're gonna walk around and take a look.
It stuck to my foot. I wasn't looking. Oh, it's...
We're not sure if these are their seed pods or... but they are certainly spiky. Finally made it to where some Joshua trees are. We are on the Discovery Trail
by Skull Rock.
Over by Skull Rock, and there's a lot of people here. This seems to be where everyone goes. So we're gonna walk the Discovery Trail.
Chilly out, but we're having a good time.
Yeah, we expected it to be a little bit warmer in this part of Southern California, but it's probably 45, 46 degrees.
The sun's behind some clouds, so maybe if it comes out, it'll get a little warmer.
It's better than it being 100 plus, so.
That is true.
Here's a really close look at the tree. You can see it's just bark.
It's so much spikier. Like, you'd think they'd be like floppy, but they're pretty firm.
After Joshua Tree, we drove to Barstow, California to spend the night. The next morning, we drove 3 hours to get to Death Valley National Park, where we would spend the day before heading back to Prescott in the evening.
Good morning. We are on our way to Death Valley National Park. We got up early so we could get to Badwater Basin by 8:30ish here in Pacific time. We just passed flowing water, which seems wild because the Mojave is a very dry place and there's not usually water.
In the last week, there's been 3, I guess, significant storms to the area, so we've actually seen water in some of the low-lying areas. We've seen moving creeks. There's actually snow on some of these dry mountaintops that really aren't very tall relatively to the mountains in the area. So we're expecting to see water at Badwater Basin, so we may not end up
walking to the lowest point. We're hoping to walk to the lowest point, but if there's water, that's the best case scenario because it's not usually there.
All right, we have made it to Death Valley. We are driving through Badwater Basin right now on the way down to the lowest point.
We're currently at negative 75 feet below
does look like there is a bunch of water over here, so we'll see if we're able to get out to the lowest points. Alright, we have made it. Parking lot is not that full. Made it here around 8:30 or so. You can see up there, that is the sea level sign, over 200 feet above our heads, which is really cool. And now we are going to walk out to the edge of the lake. Let's go. All right, we are walking the Natural Bridge Trail. As you can see behind me, beautiful Badwater Basin with the lake that is now there because it's super wet out. Not exactly sure what it is, but hopefully it'll be pretty cool. We are on our way uphill already. It's honestly so weird. It feels like we're walking uphill because we are, but it really looks like just like flat ground. Like this looks like a big flat like canyon, but it is actually quite uphill. Oh look, looks like it's crumbling. So we hiked a little bit above the bridge, above the dry falls, and now we're up on a beautiful little, we're still in the canyon, I'm not really sure, but we got great views of the mountains there. We're gonna slide our way down the slippery rocks now. Should be pretty fun. Yeah, gotta watch out for rattlesnakes. Headed back down from Natural Bridge parking, and I will say we're in a little, I think it's a Chevy Trax, so like a compact SUV, and it's definitely a rough ride, but we can get up.
And we saw someone in a convertible Mustang, red one at the top too. They made it up.
Yeah, it's doable, but it's certainly a really rough ride.
Gotta take it slow.
Yeah, just know that if you're gonna come up and do this. On the way back from hiking to Natural Bridge, we headed over to Artist Drive through Painted Canyon. Then we headed into Furnace Creek to get our sticker, patch, and postcard. On the way out, we enjoyed our last view of Death Valley at Zabrisky's Point. Then it was back to Arizona. Thanks for watching, and be on the lookout for our adventure at the Grand Canyon coming soon.